This episode of the Pickleball Show with Curtis Reese is brought to you in part by Gavin Fight of Resolute RE, the commercial real estate experts. Resolute RE is helping to bring more pickleball courts to the Lone Star State with free market analysis, site selection, and lease negotiations for your next pickleball center or restaurant or retail store. You name it, we can help. Ready to elevate your game? Visit the link in the episode description to learn more.
Our eyes connected, and then he saw my T-shirt and he waves me over, and he goes, and I introduced myself, and he goes, yeah, I've been using your ball since you guys launched, and he goes, but I hate chasing these few balls that I have. He goes, will you make me a deal if I get 100 of these things? And I said, absolutely. And by the next morning, I pull up.
What Zane is this? Order. Zane Navra.
Navratil.
Whoa, and here we go. I recorded that, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, I love it. It's got to be that way. Oh man, I didn't even blank. Whoops. Well, I have to tell you that this guest of mine is a very quirky, unique, intelligent man. Except for the fact that he chose to come on the show with me, yours truly, Curtis Reese. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Curtis Reese. I've got a man here who has tweaked my interest with the pickleball world. And I think this can go to other sports as well, this awesome tool he has. But the quick little thing of this guy, he's done a lot, and I'm going to sum it up this. He's a district manager at Starbucks from 1994 to 2002. Oh, that's back in the early good, when it got hot and heavy days. And then he owned his own coffee shop after that for 8 years. So I guess the guy likes coffee. But he also likes pickleball. And I think he's undefeated, if I believe, in pickleball. And anyway, without further ado, Ed Beazer. What's up, my man?
Hey, Curtis, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
Thanks for having me on.
Well, you're welcome, and I'm glad you took the time to put up with me. And if you have a good time, you're more than welcome to come back on. Because, again, like I tell everybody, follow the show Spotify, follow the show on YouTube. Please, because it helps me sustain all this to get this young man on right here, the Ed Beazer Ball, to tell us about his product and tell us what's going on. So, without further ado, I will start with the way of pickleball. Ed, pickleball, what, when, where, why, how did you do this?
Well, what happened was, I'm retired, or I was retired. I have to pass for it, because I'm 66 years old. So, but about 4 or 5 years ago, I heard about this sport, pickleball, and I was retired, so I wanted something to keep busy. So I went to there was a senior center near my house that I found out had 2 courts, pickleball courts, behind the building, and that they were playing. They played every morning.
Yep.
So I called. They said, "Hey, do I just show up?" They go, "Absolutely." So I did. Started playing, and I fell in love with the sport. I'm also found out I was pretty good at it.
That's the best one right there, right?
So I'm also very competitive. My family, my wife, everyone will tell you the same thing, that I'm very competitive. I love it.
Of course.
So I hired myself a coach.
Oh yeah.
And
who's that?
His name was Jake Ralphs.
Jake Ralphs.
And yeah, he's called Mr. Pickleball here in Utah.
Oh, there you go.
And he later became my business partner. And so we started playing once a week, and I kept getting better. And then one day he pulls out this little generic rubber ball, and he said, "We're gonna practice with this today." And we both saw immediate improvement in my game.
Wow!
Right, immediately, because I had to change my focus to hit this little ball, and then we switched to the regular ball, and the regular ball looked huge and easier to hit. So I was playing better.
That's awesome.
So we made it part of our weekly routine, and then with my business background, that business light bulb went off in my head, and I just said, I go, "Hey Jake, is there a little ball like this made just for pickleball?" And he said, "I don't think so. That's why I use this little rubber ball. I just found it." And so we did we did our own internet research, tried to find something, couldn't find anything. I hired an attorney. We did a patent research. We couldn't find anything. So we just kind of jumped in with both feet and started working on seeing what we could come up with. It took over well over a year of just getting prototypes. Every month we'd get 2 or 3 prototypes from this company I was working with, and they were either too soft or too hard, or they didn't bounce quite right. So we had to keep honing it. So every month they'd send me their latest and greatest, and we said, "Okay, that's close. Let's try this. That's close. Let's try that." And then last December, they sent me the ball, and I go, "Wow!"
Yeah.
I held out a regular ball and this prototype, arm's length, dropped them both. The bounce was identical. I went, this is cool. And it had the same rubber feel we were looking for. We took it to the nearby court where I lived, and we dinked with it. We volleyed with it. We did some firefights. And then we said, we weren't even thinking about this, but we said, I wonder if you could do a serve with this. And you can.
Yeah,
and
of course you can,
and
man.
you can do a return. And right now, even when we do demos of the ball right now, it always turns into a full court game. Everybody wants to, hey, can we do a full court game with this thing? And they do. They have a ball with it. It's great.
So tell us, let me ask this question. We have Ed Beazer of Bzer Ball, coffee savant, if you will, up there in the great state of Utah. So help kind of like give us like 2 or 3 things when our listeners and our viewers watch this about the benefits of this little ball. If do you have some with you? I've got some.
Let's see. I've got one too. Let's see.
Let's see yours. You're the Beazer man. Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's one made of rubber, so you can squish it. Yeah. And the thing about the ball, first of all, it's the same color as a pickleball. Mm-hmm. So it's training your eyes to be focused on that. Okay. It's the same color. Mm-hmm. It's smaller, so you really have to focus harder to hit.
In your eyes. Okay.
And so it's really made you really have to focus.
Oh yeah.
And it plays a little faster, so you kind of have to up your game a little. But the biggest benefit is when you transition from the Bzer ball to the regular ball, you're going to have this big wow moment where you're going,
wow, man, I'm excited. I got classes this week.
The game is slower. The ball looks big, like a beach ball, easier to hit. I'm making better ball paddle contact, and I'm more accurate. Oh, and so it just gives you so many benefits. It's great. It does everything.
Man, basically, you have nailed this. Because I can say this because I tell you what I know, not what I think. Because this right here, the number one thing we teach any racquetball, paddle, tennis, platform, pickleball, you tell watch the ball. That's bullshit because it's generic. Nobody wants. You got to be more specific. This, my friend, pardon the language, but I mean it's serious. This, my friend, forces you. I misspoke. It tricks you into watching the ball. Leave the paddle or leave the. You can probably use it with tennis. My guesstimation, use on any damn sport possible.
Any sport. I mean,
racket
golf.
Sport.
I mean, how many times are on the golf course and you go to hit the ball and you look up so fast to see where it's going to go, and then you look down. Oh, I missed it.
All right, let's stay on target here. Let's stay with me. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, so now let's talk about you. Let's keep the way of the pickleball. We got off track, but it's his show. It's his show.
Okay,
it's your show. Okay. But what type of brand do you use when you do play pickleball? Do you have one? If you don't, name drop, please.
I usually I'll do a Dura. A lot of the times, that's or whatever. I've used Vulcan before.
Has anybody sent you a contract yet?
No one sent me.
No, I'm serious. No. If you are moving these Bzer balls,
yes,
you need to have paddles, and I think that's only fair. So, let me know if you don't get a bite in here the next 2 weeks, and I'll get the head guy to contact you. Seriously.
Okay.
I'm serious. Keep going. Do you prefer mixed doubles? Or singles, or do you care?
What I love to do is when I play. It depends where I'm playing. If I'm playing indoor, at the indoor place where I play, they have a 3-5 and a 4-0 just a round robin.
What's the place you play at?
I love playing in those, so I never know who I'm going to play with, and I don't care who I play with. I mean, it's just a ball playing with people that are about my same level. I'm 66 years old, so 4-0 is about as good as I'm going to get. I might get up to a 4-5. When I play 3-5s, I'm usually finishing the top 3. If I play in a 4-0, I'm usually in the middle of the pack. But those are a lot of fun. But there's also a park near my house that's got 6 courts. And I just love going over there and playing pickup games.
Just walk up and play,
so
man.
I'll just play with whoever and anybody and everybody. I mean, I show up there and everybody knows my name. Hey, Ed, how's it going? How's the Bzer? What's going on? They all know what I've been doing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because they've been my guinea pigs. So I bring the balls out to them and show them.
I was too. So was Sam Query when you come on, Sam. You're local, by the way. So let's move on to what's your next step here with Bzer Ball? What's your plans the next month, 2 months, 3 months? What do you got planned?
Right now, what I've been doing is trying to find anybody that'll help me promote the product.
Okay.
Like a Sam Curie, he just did, and John Sincola just posted for us as well. And so I'm trying to find more players like that who are willing to try the ball and be able to and want to do some posts about it. And then I'm just, putting it out there. I've got a gal I'm working with that's helping me with my Instagram, and she's got all kinds of cool ideas that she's come up with. we've got one she's working on right now for Halloween, where my granddaughter comes up to the door and goes, trick or treat, and we give her Bzer balls instead of candy, and she goes, that's better than candy, and she's only 5 years old, so she's a
you need to record that, man. Really do.
Yeah,
that's
we're gonna
cool.
get that. We did.
Send it to me, and I'll add it. I want to add it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
So you guys
and then we've got some.
Yeah,
and then we've got some ideas for Christmas as well. In fact, I had a stocking made that's got Bzer on BZER on the stocking, and we're gonna stuff it full of Bzer balls. Hey, make sure you get these for your stocking stuffers.
Stock full of Bzer balls.
We just anything that we can do. We humor, as you can tell.
Oh yeah.
I mean, anything that we can do to promote the product, but also have fun and bring a smile to everybody's face and just have fun with it, because that's pickleball is all about fun.
Ed Beazer,
end of the day, it's fun.
Ed Beazer's with here on the Pickleball Show with Bzer Ball. He's talking about his awesome little itty bitty Bzer balls that that's coming around this world on the market. And so I'll tell you what. Do you what's your favorite story to tell about pickleball right now?
Well, I've got two. I'll tell them real quick.
Sure.
The PPA just played here in Salt Lake about 2 months ago, and I'm walking through the crowd and going around all the different courts, watching all the players, and I see Zane Navratil just warming up, and our eyes kind of met, and he saw I was wearing a Bzer shirt, and he waves me. He waves me over. And
Classic.
He goes, so I introduced myself, and I said, and he goes, Ed, I love your little ball. I train with it all the time. But he goes, but I am so tired of chasing after the few balls I've got.
Yeah, you gotta give him some.
So he goes, will you make me a deal if I buy 100 of these things? And of course I'm not going to say no. So I said, absolutely, Zane. And next morning on my computer, there was an order for 100 balls to Zane Navratil.
That's so awesome.
So he sees the benefit and the potential.
He sees the passion you have. He sees the passion. I do too. And I guess people see that crap in me, but you cannot discount that. You can't. It's substance over sizzle, man. So congratulations on that. We're talking with Ed Beazer. So let's talk about another thing we're gonna do. What is your favorite place to play pickleball?
Ooh, I live in Salt Lake City. I play at a park called Murray Park. They've got six outdoor courts over there, and they're just pickup games, and they're just a riot. Like I said, there's teenagers to guys in their 80s, and I at the senior center, for example, I haven't played there as much lately, but I played one time at the senior center, and I'm leaving the court and leaving the building, and this lady at the front desk says, "Hey, how'd you like playing with Ralph today?" I said, "Oh yeah, he's good. It was fun." She goes, "How old do you think he is?" I go, "I don't know, maybe 75, 80. She goes, "He's 92.
Shut the hell up, man. Are you serious? What's his name?
His name, Ralph.
Ralph.
I don't know his last name.
I'll tell you what. If you get his name and you get him and you can get his number, I'm gonna bring you guys on, and we'll do it. We'll do a little flip here. I know people don't believe it. I'm getting my stuff together. People, get ready, because Reese Sports is coming at you. All right. Well, that's another one. Okay. Ralph.
And then I love playing indoors. My indoor facility I play at is Club Pickleball USA. Give them a quick plug.
Yeah.
And I play with all kinds of people there too. And I met this one young man. He's 12 years old. His name's Jefferson. Mm-hmm. And he and I played with him before here and there. And I played with his dad a little here and there. One Saturday I show up, and so I partnered with Jefferson for the first game of the day on a Saturday morning, and we won. And so you don't break up a winning team. So we played again, and we won. Third game, we won. Fourth game, we won. And we're just both getting excited, and we're sneaking up on people. I know that.
That's awesome.
We played these two guys.
The best.
They were probably 25, 30 years old, athletic, tennis, probably, anyway. We snuck up on them and got like 5 quick points.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could see we'd gotten into their head, and they're going, oh,
yeah.
They were probably thinking at the beginning of the game, oh, great, we're playing this old man and this little kid. And we caught him by surprise.
Yeah.
But and there was another game we played. I know we had to come from behind and we had to scramble to get there. But at the end of the morning, when we finished playing together, we went 8-0, undefeated. He ran up to his dad and goes, Dad, Ed and I went 8-0. We went undefeated today.
Oh, man.
So it was just one of the best days for both of us, him and me.
So you destroyed a bunch of young bucks with a little 12-year-old junior named Jefferson?
Yep, Jefferson.
Bring him on, man.
So,
bring him on.
Yeah, just wait till he gets to 17, 18, and he's on the PPA.
Well, that'll happen. And the PPA, as a matter of fact, the PPA junior circuit they got going is going really well. We've got a local player named Ryder Brown, lives in Frisco. They're going to come on. His mom was on my show at a remote a couple months ago. But good, that's an awesome one. So favorite player.
Yeah, Favorite player? I mean, I love watching Tyler Loon. He's king of the Ernies. I just love it when he does an Ernie. But and he's local in Utah. But another one of my favorites is Elise Jones. I mean, she just hustles. She's only like 5'3", but she just is all over the court. She just lets it. She leaves it all on the court.
I love it.
She just hustles, and she's just fun to watch.
Favorite shot?
What's that?
What's your favorite shot?
I got the ATP, and I usually do a couple a month.
Really?
Yeah, I can.
Awesome.
And when you do it, I just I get
Jesus,
so pumped.
Ed, do you piss excellence or what, bro?
When I do it, so
You're
I just
awesome,
I love the ATP.
That's sweet.
I love it.
Okay, yeah. All right. What's your favorite drill or tip, if you have any, to the beginner people like me, myself out there, or someone walks in the court, and what do you like to remind them of?
Okay, well, my favorite drill is taking the Bzer, and I will go up against a wall, and I start off 10 feet away, just kind of dinking with it, and then I work my way up to where I'm doing a firefight with myself, where I'm like 2 feet away and just banging it. And I had a guy at, again, the indoor place I play, and he came up to me and he goes, Ed, you know what you look like when you're doing that? You look like a boxer working a speed. And so that's when I do that drill every morning, even before I go to the court.
That's so awesome.
And it gets me ready. So you know how it usually takes you a game or two to get warmed up and get into your groove?
Yeah.
I'm already in my groove. Wow. And I can start off and again, sneak up on a few people and win the game or two really early. So that's my favorite drill. I do that thing all the time. I do it. And it's the thing about our ball. It's also, I forgot to mention, because it's made of rubber, it's quiet. So I can do it. I can do it in my living room because we've got hardwood floors, and my wife will be in the bedroom. She can hardly hear a thing. If I'm in the basement, I can do it. She doesn't hear anything. Or the garage, she doesn't. Know what you. So you can do it anywhere. So that's another thing about it. It's so quiet.
All right. So, what's your favorite rule to tell a beginner that walks on the court? I like to tell you go for it.
Well, it's probably, again, at the senior center, it's not really a rule, but it's just getting them to come up to the kitchen. Just
I know it's basic.
It's basic. Just come up to the kitchen, you guys. They want to stay back. I go, no, when you're up here, and then they see, oh, you can score more points this way. Yeah, you're on the offense if you can get up to the, and then also just bringing the paddle back to center. Yes. That's the other one too, and is just bringing it back so that you're ready. Backhand or forehand, you're just ready for that next shot.
Well, I want to end our segment here within the kitchen. I would love to get to the good, the bad, the pickleball, the in or out segment. We don't have time for that, but that means you have to come back on. Hold on, that means you're going to want to come back on, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
And so let's go to in the kitchen right now. We're speaking with Ed Beazer of Bzer Ball, an amazing awesome little thingamajigger here.
Yep, this little guy.
But they got to see the package. Check this out.
Oh yeah. Oh there you go. That's it.
I can't. I can't. Get in. There it is. And yes, I followed you on Instagram. There we go. So that's what you need to get. So now let's finish off the fun stuff because everything has been fun so far. In the kitchen, what's your favorite band or song right now? What are you jamming to?
Oh man, I mean, I'm playing again. I'm 66, so I'm playing a lot of oldies from the 60s. I love the Beach Boys. I love the Beatles. I love the Stones. I mean, those guys are just that's what I grew up with. So I love those guys.
That's a good one. So what's your favorite movie? You have a favorite movie you go to when you just kind of can't find anything, or what's your favorite one?
My favorite movie, this time of year especially, The Exorcist. I just love that.
I've never heard that one.
I remember seeing it when I was little, when I was a teenager, and it scared the heck out of me, and I've loved it ever since.
Oh God. Okay, so what's your favorite podcast? Zane's got one.
Besides yours.
Oh shit. Thank you.
Well, actually, I listened to one with my wife. We listened to Chelsea Handler.
Okay.
I don't know the name. I don't know the name of her podcast, but she's just hilarious, and we just love listening to her.
Okay.
Again, the humor. Anything that's
we
funny,
gotta have it in our lives, bro. Simple as that. It's just simple as that. Favorite sports team?
Right now, it's always been the New England Patriots.
That's fair enough.
I'm from Utah, but
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I actually even gave myself a present several years ago, and I flew out to Foxborough the last year that Brady won a Super Bowl there, and I went to the season opener. I got to see Tom Brady. How was that?
What is it like there? I've never been to that place.
It's just wild when he runs out of the tunnel before the game even starts. the roar is so loud, and the stadium is just shaking. And I go,
God,
this is what the greeting this guy gets every time he comes to work. I mean, no one ever used to bat an eye when I'd come to work.
Yeah.
But this guy gets this standing roaring ovation when
I'll give you that when you come on the show, man. That's how we feel when I get good guests on it. When I finally land some that I want. Favorite pet?
Favorite pet? Have to be my cat. I'm looking at her right now. She's sitting on top of my printer.
Let's see what she looks like. Where's she at?
Her name's Meow Meow.
Go on, Meow Meow.
Because she just cries like crazy. She cries all the time. If she's hungry, she cries. Wants to go outside, she cries. Just wants to be picked up and pet, she cries. So.
Well, have you ever seen that show called Super Troopers? Anyway, they have a segment there. We have to say meow. Anyway, well, look, Ed, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. And how would people get in touch with you? I follow on Instagram and on what are good social platforms to get to you?
We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. And you can order our stuff.
See, I just followed them.
And we're on Amazon as well.
Awesome. Well, without further ado, we're gonna get out of here because I think this guy's done with me, and I honestly don't blame him.
It's football.
Oh man, it's just we're just getting warmed up because I'm kind of at a point in my life to where it's gonna happen if I want it to happen. Don't you think that's how you feel?
Yep, exactly.